everyone. What's up, chat? What's up, Twitch? Welcome, everyone. Today is kind of an informational stream. By the way, this is Mario. This is Mario, one of the cats, one of the many cats that live here. He's gonna be here, for the next couple hours. This is gonna be a short stream, by the way, just to let you know. Cause it's more of an informational than, like, it is supposed to be, like, a happy, fun stream like I tried to put on and everything. As you can tell kind of by the title, is I'm kind of reconsidering just my streams in general. Probably not going to continue after this. I don't even know if, like, this music is right for this. This is just like my normal background. He's trying to eat my wristband. Hang on, Mario. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay, bud. I kind of wanted to, do this stream just to kind of, like, gauge interest a little bit. And if any of my followers were, like, even interested in me continuing doing this, because I've been kind of creating, like, content for a good number of years, like 3+ years. I can't remember when I started YouTube. I used to remember off the top of my head, but it's not really something that I think about too much because I'm always, like, looking forward. I'm never really looking back. But I have been, like, creating content, like, especially on YouTube for, like, years now. And I just started streaming this year, sure. Or I started streaming at the end of last year. Almost a full year since, it's almost the anniversary of my first stream. Next month is the anniversary of my first stream. But I only started streaming regularly, in February. I started off with the schedule and everything. And it was fun at first. You know, like, talking to everyone and, like, just having a good time. I'm not really one to, like, think about analytics or anything, but it's kind of hard not to. It's kind of hard to ignore it, like, when, like, no one's watching and you're creating live content that's supposed to be interactive and replying to people, but as, like, anyone can see who's, maybe if anyone's watching the VODs, I don't know, no one's even chatting, and I've been, you know, the pre-rolls goes on for, like, about 15 minutes, so, like, I try to give everyone plenty of time to, like, show up and everything, but I don't think anyone's really interested in, like, continuing watching me stream. And it sucks to try to create and entertain, you know, putting in a lot of effort and energy into creating something with live content and everything to a one viewer audience who doesn't want to chat or anything. And, you know, if you're someone who's just more of a lurker, I'm kind of a lurker myself, you know, don't feel obligated to, like, try to put in effort to chat. You know, it's not really your business to do something like that. I know a lot of people probably don't want to communicate via text or whatever. Like, for me personally, I don't like texting or chatting like that. I prefer, like, in-person communication, or at least, like, you know, using other people's voices and everything, because, like, a lot of communication gets dropped if it's just, like, words on a screen or something. So, like, that's kind of my philosophy with that. But sorry to go off tangent. I have kind of a lot to say about this to, like, no one. So that's the thing, that's like, I spend, like, a lot of time, like, preparing for, like, these things to, like, satisfy no one. And who am I satisfying? Myself? Oh, hey, Jam. Lurker here. You're not that much of a lurker. I've seen your name before. Often many streams open up to 6 and looking for new streamers. Also looking for new YouTube educational videos. Oh, okay, nice. That's fun. Thank you for chatting. You know, again, you don't have to feel, like, obligated to, like, you know, like, chat or anything. That's for the people who like to do it. I understand, like, not everyone is that sort of personality. I know I'm not that either. Like I'm an introvert, but like I like to act like an extrovert sometimes. But yeah, I've just been. This is, I believe, my 55th, 54th, 53rd maybe. I've done over 50 streams by now. And it's great that I have like the audience that I have, the people who like join and everything, the people who sub, the people who gift, the people who like donate and everything. Like I'm super grateful for everyone who like shows up, like chatting, watching, anything, just any kind of support. Like I'm not denoting like the kind of support that I have gotten through my streams, but it's not really enough motivation for me to keep going anymore. And maybe later on in the stream, like I'll be, my expectations will be superseded by people showing up later and everything, but like I don't know if anyone like who's watching this live or the VODs check out my Instagram and everything, but I wrote out a whole story on my thoughts. You know, it was actually a well fleshed out. It's not me rambling like I am now. A real well fleshed out of my thoughts on this whole matter. And I added it to my stories. It was a lot of stories. Like my partner looked at it and they're like, "Man, you wrote an essay." And I'm like, "Pretty much." It was pretty much an essay that I put on my Instagram stories and everything. This was about a week ago when I was when I canceled my stream because I just wasn't feeling it. And maybe like I've been like kind of like dealing with depression again. You know, it's just a thing that like people with that live with. So it just pops up every now and then. Like nothing really triggered or anything, I don't think. But maybe it's like on Thursdays I go to back to the old house that I was before, where I was creating content and everything. That's my grandma's house. So I go there every Thursday and like to help clean up and everything. Kai drops me off on their way to work and picks me up after their work. So like I'm kind of alone because my grandma likes to go out and volunteer a lot. So I'm kind of alone, like doing nothing. Like I don't have my computer there, I can't work there, I don't have any video games there because they're all here. So I'm kind of alone with my thoughts for the majority of it. Of course, there's like, I have the TV on and everything, but I don't really like pay attention to it. I don't know. But I'm mostly alone with my thoughts, and that's probably what kind of like started me thinking on this to begin with. At least that's my theory. I don't know exactly why I started like thinking this, but I don't know. It's just I don't have a lot of an audience that's really going to I wouldn't say like I don't have a lot of audience. Like I have a lot of followers and everything, and that's great. I did meet my goal, my initial goal of hitting 100 followers. It took a while to get there, but I'm glad I did. But since then it's kind of stagnated. You know, I've been sitting at 117 for I feel like it's been a couple months. I don't even know how long. And it just sucks. I don't know how to like really elaborate on it any further than like it's not the best feeling in the world. How I worded it in that's essay. I'm just gonna call it the essay, the Instagram story essay that I wrote. How I worded it was kind of like this, where streaming to an audience of almost no one feels like expelling energy into a void. That's basically what I said. It's like, it's expelling vapid energy into a void. And it's not a good thing for me to think about, because I'm a very optimistic person. I'm also a very creative-driven person. And when something that you create doesn't get the recognition that you feel it deserves, it hurts. It really hurts. Hurts to even talk about this, you know? I like to be a preppy, positive individual and just have fun with anything that I do, but it's really hard to do that. If you guys, like, with how, like, the streams have been going, if you guys caught the second part of my Bioshock streams that I did, I think it was at the end of July. It was in this room. It was the start of my new stream schedule that I was trying out, because a lot of people, like, who show up in chat sometimes, they're like, man, I'd love to watch you more, but you're always streaming when I'm at work or something. So I went with a new schedule. It was 6 p.m. my time to like 10 p.m. That is Pacific Standard Time, I believe. California time. West Coast. West Coast America. So I felt like with that later time, like, more people would show up, but that first stream was like the worst stream I've ever had viewership-wise. Ever! I had one person show up in chat and say 2 things. And it sucks! It sucks to, put in this much effort into something that, like, no one's going to watch. No one's going to watch. And maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm not being the most entertaining person. I try to be. Maybe I'm not the most attractive person. I put in a lot of effort to, like, pick out my outfits, put on all this makeup and everything. You know, I spend a good hour on my makeup to make sure that I look at least decent enough. Hey, Aaron. Taking a week? Taking a week what? Sorry. I'm trying to gain my thoughts. I just feel lately, and it's probably the depression talking, that I've been feeling very inadequate in everything that I've been doing. And I feel very unfulfilled with the outcome of the things that I've been doing. And it just sucks. It just sucks to think these thoughts. So, and every time I think about this, I'm like, well, my mind goes, what if I end up getting a lot of followers and a lot of viewers, etc.? What if I become, like, a content creator extraordinaire, or, like, have enough people to, like, support and everything? What then even? It probably isn't even my goal to become a content creator. My goal is filmmaking. And eventually when I do end up going back to, like, studios and working on productions, I'm not gonna have the time to entertain my audience like I have the time that I do now. And maybe, like, I just keep feeling like my time is better spent doing other things. Working on solo projects, working back on YouTube or something. Thank you, Jay, for the resubscription. We love you regardless of what you decide to do. Thank you so much, Jay. Like, you've been, like, my one of the biggest supporters from the beginning. I still remember, like, I think you were, like, one of the first people when I put on in YouTube. What do they call them? Memberships? The YouTube memberships? Back when I was still doing that. I don't even know what I was saying. I just feel like my time would be better spent doing other things. like building myself up to be better and everything. Like I still haven't. I'm gonna tell you guys something that I haven't really told anyone, because I feel like people who do express these things when they're like streaming or making video content, it feels like they're chasing clout for some reason, but to me this is like a personal thing. It's a life decision. It's a huge life decision. So I've contacted my local trans center in an effort to originally it was just supposed to be for getting laser, because I find body and facial hair very I hated it. I hate it. I feel very dysmorphic about like growing body hair and facial hair and everything. And originally I contacted the trans center just for that. I haven't contacted again. I don't know what's stopping me. I honestly don't. But I want to talk to someone in the possibility of taking normal HRT. I've already talked briefly to my therapist about this and my partner and our roommate, who's a close friend of mine now. But I just need to contact someone who might give me access to it and like talk to someone like professionally to see if it's right for me. Because honestly, I don't know if it's right for me yet. But I'm sorry I never told anyone about this. I wanted to kind of keep it to myself until I knew. But I haven't really made the effort into like contacting anyone. Because like it's, first of all, it's really hard to contact the trans center around my area. Because like I think like most of it is volunteer work. And they don't have like a lot of manpower to really to really deal with like a lot of the people, or not deal with. That's a really negative like outlook on it, but to really like, I don't know, provide people with like expedited service, as a lot of people might want. So I don't know what's stopping me, honestly. And sometimes I think like this is stopping me, streaming and stuff, like taking all the time, like trying to like prepare for like the next stream and like going like, oh, what am I going to do now? What is my next step? What's gonna be the next stream? I have like a whole Excel spreadsheet of the next month and October. I already had like all my Wintober streams like planned already. And it takes time to like think about these things. And at the end of it, I'm just like thinking like, is it even worth continuing at this point? Like putting in all this effort, you know, preparing for the streams, taking a whole hour to do makeup, taking another like hour to do like a whole photo set, because like I like to take pictures and stuff before then. And the videos, you know. At the end of the day, I'm like thinking like, maybe it's taking up too much of my time. Because that's kind of like why I took a step back from YouTube, is because it was taking up too much of my free time. I had zero free time when I was doing YouTube, and I have almost zero free time now that I'm streaming as well. And maybe that's like also, you know, the move kind of contributed to that, because now like I don't have free time because when I'm not making content, I'm spending my free time with my partner and everything. And because I love my partner, and I would love to just continue to spend time with them. And it sucked when I changed my schedule, because like I changed it to that later time. I went live as soon as my partner got home from work. And then I would stream for 4 hours, and I would just hear the TV in the other room. And I'm just like, I would love to just spend time with my partner right now, just sitting on the couch watching TV rather than just like speaking into the void where no one's watching, you know? No one's interacting or anything. You know, this is what I kind of... Oh my god, Mario, no. No, 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 no. No, Mario. Mario, get down. Come on. Cats like to do that. I'm sorry, Jay, I'm not reading what you're saying. I'll go back in a minute after I'm done with this tangent. I just feel like the streams are probably taking up time that I could be using on other things. Like I've said when I made that that one video, what was the title? Like, where did Neka go? That video? You guys probably know that video. It was like the little update video that I had because I wasn't like I kind of like stopped making any kind of content after last year's Wintober. I said in that video that I'm still going to continue making YouTube videos. I just haven't found the time to do it. I have ideas for videos and everything, but I just haven't taken the time to like actually sit down, brainstorm, maybe write out a script for something. Haven't been doing any of that. I've just been focusing on like preparing for like streams and everything and like spending time with my partner and everything. You know, obviously like editing the Blondie videos, but like that's my only source of income, so like that's not going anywhere. So if you guys still want to see like me editing and everything, you know, youtube.com/blondierocks. Everything that I do there is edited by me. Or everything that uploads there is edited by me. Or the majority of it. The majority of it. Every now and then, Blondie throws in a random video that I don't even know about. But, if you guys miss my editing, it's still there. It's on Blondie Rocks' channel. And it's still, like, okay, tangent, side note here. But, a video was supposed to come out yesterday on Blondie's channel. It was them reviewing, Raygun's Olympic performance, the breakdancing meme girl, you know? But, it didn't come out. I'm like, Blondie, where is it? And they're like, oh, we need to fix some things. You know, I'll DM you later about it. They still haven't DM'd me about it yet, but they were, hanging out with, Titania yesterday, so, that's probably gonna be the next week's video. Or the following week. Depending on when Blondie wants the breakdancing video done. So I didn't get paid this week. But that was kind of aside. I haven't really been like having the free time to work on like solo projects or anything for YouTube or anything. And it sucks because I know like the majority of like YouTube is where I have the most of my followers. I have over 1,000 people following me on YouTube, and I'm not really doing anything on it. On that channel, you know? Like, I started creating content on Instagram, and I don't even have that many followers on Instagram, you know? I only have 900 on Instagram. And YouTube, I have over 1,000. And it's still growing. People are still checking out the shorts and subscribing. And it's like, I'm not making any new content for these people. Like, I'd love to make some more content eventually. I just haven't had the time to do it. And I'm thinking, like, maybe it is the streams. Or maybe I'm just, like... I don't think I've been lazy recently. Like, I was sick for, like, a week that one time. And I just sat around the house watching The Sopranos, but... I wouldn't really call that being lazy. I'd call that recovery hour. But, yeah, I don't know. I appreciate that, like, I caught with something that Jay said earlier, that you guys would support me no matter what, I do, right? Yeah, that was the resubscription message. And I really really appreciate that. And I know a lot of people would. Alright, not a lot of people, but you know, the few good ones that I have, you know who you are. Jay, you're one of them. You always been one of them. But yeah. I mean, I guess that's like the biggest reason. There's many reasons, and I'll get into that during the stream. But like that's probably the biggest reason. It's like it just takes up too much time, and not a lot of people care to like check out the streams or anything. So, you know, it's in my perspective, what's the point of even going forward with it anymore? I put up a poll on my Instagram. I'm sorry that I do a lot of things through Instagram, but it's my main source of communication. If anyone wants to follow me on there, you know, that's where like the big updates come from. It's always on Instagram. I would want to like transition to like Discord being my main platform to like spread news and everything. And I do, like, I have like a separate channel to like when I'm posting anything, it goes on there. So if you guys want to follow the Discord, you know, you guys probably should know where the links are. I would post more there, but not a lot of people like join the Discord. So yeah, not. How come that didn't ping? Why? Why isn't it working? Streamlabs, right? You should know. I should be logged in. Is it working now? What was it? Why is CloudBot turned off? On. Commands. They should be working now. I'm sorry about that. Did that work? That's not working. I spelled it correctly. I don't know why it's not. It turned off again. It turned off by itself. Active. Dude, it keeps turning off by itself. Why? There we go. And it turned off right after I put that. Dude, CloudBot does not want to stay on. That's weird. That's weird. Why is that happening? AI is getting too strong. Is it AI? It's on. Stay on, please? Okay, anyways. What the heck was I talking about? Oh yeah, not a lot of people join the Discord. But if you guys want, you know, that's like probably the, you know, every time like I do something, it goes live. You know, anytime I go live for streaming, anytime a video gets posted on my separate YouTube channels, anytime I make a new Instagram post, you know, there's, you know, it's the best place to like stay up to date on those things. But Instagram stories are how I usually like engage my audience. It's just easier because I feel like that's like where most people would respond. I put a poll there because I was feeling depressed. I just put up should I quit streaming? That was the question. Should I quit streaming? And let me just open Discord real quick. Go into the archive. Most people said no, but some people said yes. I can't remember how many people said yes. 3 people said I should quit streaming from my followers on Instagram. It's not a lot. Obviously got a lot more people saying yes. But it was like 79 to 21% ratio, I believe. I have certain followers on my Instagram that don't even want me to stream. And I don't know, it would be nice if, like, some of the people who said no, like, maybe, like, made a little note or, like, DM'd me to, like, let me know why I should stop. Because I don't know their thoughts. Like, maybe they are concerned about me. Or maybe they're just following me because they're haters. I don't know how many haters I have following me. But, I mean, when I would make YouTube videos, like, as soon as I put up a video, like, there would get an immediate dislike, so... I'm pretty sure I've had haters follow me for a while. And that's stupid because, like, why would you even waste your effort into, like, putting in negative energy, like, out in the world? I don't understand that mentality. But, yeah. Just the thought that, like, some people, like, who are even following me, like, just thinks that I should just quit. Like, it kind of validates, like, my thoughts on that. And maybe, like, we don't share the same thoughts, the people who said that I should quit, and myself. But still, like, in a way, it is validating. Hey, Mario, what are you doing? Mario! I really hope he doesn't get into stuff. This is the first time, like, I'm letting a cat roam around the room while I'm streaming, so... I just don't want him, like, chewing up cables or anything. Alright. Let me go back and chat and read what you guys have been saying. Real quick. He was happy to as soon as you were allowed memberships. I knew I had to sign up for it. Yeah, thank you so much, Jay, for that. Oh, it can be a... He's getting into the window. Hang on. Mario! Come on. Come on. I think he wants out. Come on. Sorry, cats. He just ran in here as soon as, like, right before I started going live, he just ran in here, and I'm like, okay. I guess he's gonna be my special guest for a while. Be a pain to get rid of, for sure. I'm not sure what you were saying. That's why I should have been reading, as I was, saying this stuff. You feel like it? You'll help. It will help you, then go for it. Oh, okay, yeah. What? It's a, like, the HRT thing is, like, not about, like, helping me, per se. It's about, you know, it's a lifestyle decision. I feel like a lot of people, like, who go through it recently, have been kind of, like, chasing clout or something. Or people who think that, like, it'll get them, like, better or whatever. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Like, people, like, I always, like, well, when I first started making content, I just considered myself a crossdresser, but then, like, that term didn't really fit me because I felt like it was more of a lifestyle change for me. So non-binary, gender fluid kind of worked more for me. It'll certainly help with, because I do have, like, a bit of dysphoria sometimes about my appearance. Like, even recently, like, since, like, I got my hair dyed, I'm like, man, I kind of look really good in boy mode now. I might look better in boy mode than I ever have in girl mode. So, I mean, it might help out with that. But the thing that I brought up, to, like, the people who I was talking about this originally was, like, I've been thinking about this stuff, but I'm not even sure if it's my original thoughts. And that's, like, a weird thing to think about. Because some people, like, maybe this was where, like, kindred spirits come from and everything, right? People echoing, what other people are saying, right? there's been a lot of talk about like people like transitioning and everything who have been like just femboy content creators. And I've been hearing this news and I'm like, I'm happy for them and everything. And maybe that's what kind of like got me thinking about it. So, I mean, maybe I've always been thinking about it, but this is why I want to like talk to like someone who's like professional and who can actually help me out with this, because I don't know if like it's really right for me to like take something like this, or is it just my brain echoing what I'm hearing? Is it just like me parroting what other people are going through? And that's sort of why, like I said, I need to talk to someone professional about it first. It's a big decision. It's a huge life impacting decision. So I want to make sure that like what I'm doing is right. It's fine, you're just responding. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, guys, check out Blondie Rocks' streams. There's a lot of good editing there, sometimes. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said, like, I feel inadequate about everything that I've been doing. I've been feeling inadequate even, like, editing for Blondie. And I know I always get positive feedback. It's almost always positive feedback from Blondie. But every now and then I think, like, man, I was never trained to become an editor. This is just something that I kind of, like, fell into. I'm a self-taught editor and everything. Like, Blondie can have a much better editor than I. They'd have someone who's actually, like, pursuing editing as, like, a career or something. Whereas for me, it's just the thing that I can do because I don't have my license and I can't go out and drive and be a production assistant on a film set, you know? When I see some certain videos, even the ones that I create for Blondie, I'm like, am I doing enough? Like, there's better videos out there. I see better edits in other videos. And, like, I'm not normally someone who, like, compares myself to others. I like to be my own individual and everything, but, like, I look at the work that I do for Blondie sometimes, and I think, am I doing enough? Was this a good enough edit? Am I spending too much time on, like, minor edits? Am I spending too much time on the Blondie videos? Because, like, maybe there's other editors out there who can, like, do these kind of things way quicker than me. Because, again, I'm not trained to do this. This is all stuff that I've learned myself. And that's, I don't know. It's probably, like, the depression talking and everything, like, the negative thoughts, like, taking over. Because usually I have optimistic thoughts, and I think, like, everything's good, everything's happy, everything's dandy, but you can't always think that sometimes, unfortunately. Like, happens to the best of us. Like, we have, like, I could be, like, the most optimistic and cheery individual I can be. And then sometimes I just end up in a bout of depression, and, like, everything is set back. Everything that I've been working towards, everything that I've been doing, everything that I'm currently working on, like, as it's happening, everything I'm doing in the moment that, like, my depression is kind of taking over, just feels awful, and, like, what am I doing? And I don't know if those thoughts are right sometimes. Sometimes I think those thoughts are right. And it's a sad thing to think about. I read recently that, or I didn't even read this. I was watching an episode of Sopranos. And, Tony was talking to his therapist about depression. His therapist responds with, depression is rage turned inward. I don't know how I feel about that. Because I'm not an angry person. Sometimes I get upset, sure, but I'm I'm not a violent, rageful, aggressive person. I don't like the use of the term rage. Because when you think about rage, you think of like Hulk smash, you know? And rage turn inward? Maybe it is an attack on itself, on oneself. But is it rage? I don't think so. Because rage, I feel like, is something that you are, like, incredibly angry at a certain thing. But I don't feel like I'm angry at myself when I feel depressed. I'm not. And I read up on it, and, like, this is a Freudian, Freudian thought process on what depression is. Say what you will about Sigmund Freud and the advancements that he made in psychology back in the day. It's cool that like he made those kind of advancements because now we have the kind of the ideas of like how people operate much more so. But goddamn, he was not great. He was not that great of a person. A lot of the things that he thought, the thought experiments that he brought up have since, like, most of his stuff has been completely disproven in the psychiatric field. I'm not sure if this particular one, because the article that I read about this certain notion was on Psychology Today. It was more informative than something that like people would like normally think, or what am I thinking? My brain's in the mood of thinking. I don't think this was a matter of opinion. I feel like it was an informational article. At least that's how it came out. And just like Freud's thought process on like what depression was, and this thought in particular that depression is rage turned inward. There's a segment, a lot of it actually, that said depression is brought up by shame. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that either. I don't feel like I'm not an embarrassed person. I don't get easily embarrassed about anything. You know, I don't feel a lot of shame when it comes to a lot of the things that I've done, because these are things that made me who I am today. So I don't feel like depression is shame or rage. I feel like it's a way of your brain trying to tell you, maybe, this is hypothetical, right? Maybe depression, for me at least, well, let me step back a little, just to give you guys an idea of like how I think about depression. I think depression affects many different people differently in different ways. There are many different types of depression out there. So like, I wanted to like at least like, you know, at least convey those thoughts to you guys, so you know what I'm getting at here. But for me in particular, I feel like my depression is probably a defense mechanism in my brain trying to get those negative thoughts to me in order to improve myself. And that's just a hypothetical. But these are valid thoughts to have. Like, this streaming and everything. I don't get a lot of viewers. I don't have a lot of followers. I don't get much out of it from what I put into it. So what's the point of even continuing? And like, what's the point of even continuing even if you had those things? And just one day you're probably not going to stream anymore because you're going to be working on film sets and everything. And you could be using this time right now to work on projects that you're actually passionate for. Work on yourself, improve yourself into becoming something that is going to eventually lead you to that success that you want. And that's a valid thought. And that kind of just stemmed from the depression that I've been having recently. Or maybe that thought was on my mind, and it led to my depression. Because it could have been like a thing where like, yeah, this stuff is valid. My thoughts right now are valid. However, all this time and effort that I put into it, and like all these thoughts that I had and ideas that I had for streaming, it's all gonna go to the wayside if I quit. Guys, drink water. It's important. Very important. All things that I've done for these streams, it's all gonna go to the wayside if I just like quit streaming now. And that's a depressive thing because like I have like those few people who do follow me and do catch the streams and everything. Hey, you guys are some of the coolest people ever. And I do have fun with these streams, like when there is like engagement and everything. But it's the times that I don't have any sort of engagement, that I'm just playing a game and no one's watching, and I'm just like trying to be goofy and entertaining and everything, and no one's even watching, so who cares? It's those moments that like make me reflect and like see if like what am I doing, you know? Why am I doing this? I'd rather spend my time doing like anything else, like spending time with my partner and everything. But anyways, I think I got onto like too many tangents. I'm gonna continue reading the chat because I'm still way behind and I know you guys are chatting more. Oh yeah, Blondie's sometimes a pain to get a hold of, but I understood they were with Titania yesterday. You thought more people would join the Discord? I thought so too. I honestly thought more people would join the Discord too. Like I spent a lot of time like making it and everything, and like I announced it. Maybe I didn't like announce it on Instagram. Maybe that's the problem. But you know, I kind of talked about it in that update video on my YouTube channel, and it's in the link in every description. Every video that I make now, every video that I've made in the past, the link to the Discord is in the description as well. You know, it's on my link tree. You know, I think it's the first link on my link tree. So maybe either not too many people are aware of it, which I try to make it as people as aware of it as possible. Or maybe it's just that not many people are interested, I guess. I don't know why I have so many followers on other platforms and like no one really engages like with the actual content that I make. It's like I have over 900 followers on Instagram, but I can barely make like 30 likes on some things. But anyways, I don't really care too much about analytics, and that's what like sucks about this in particular is analytics matter when it comes to like you streaming. You know, viewership matters because otherwise you're just gonna be talking to no one, and streams aren't supposed to be engaging, you know? You're thinking there are trolls who says yes? Who says yes? Oh, the people who yeah, who voted? Yeah, I don't know. Jay's 2 cents. I don't know who that is. People follow him just to downvote his videos within less than 5 minutes of them being uploaded. True, yeah. And like people like being haters for like the sake of being haters. It's just like, well, on YouTube it doesn't really matter. Honestly, YouTube it doesn't matter because dislikes, the like and dislike ratio on YouTube, it used to matter. But really what matters now is retention time. So like leaving a dislike on a video doesn't do anything. It literally doesn't do anything. In fact, giving the creator a view while you leave the dislike does more good for the creator than bad that it does for the dislike. The only time like it matters, the dislike ratio, is if it's majority disliked. But if I'm sure this individual, Jay's 2 cents, probably has enough people to like their videos that offsets the dislikes. It does feel kind of clout chasey, but I know that's not the case for you. Yeah, in some instances it feels that way, and like this is another thing that I might be parroting. Is I've heard other people talk about like it could potentially be clout chasing, and if that is so, I feel so bad for those people who like try to do it to chase some sort of clout, because it's a huge life decision. It will change your life forever. Like my fiance, they are female to male transitioning. So that they used to take testosterone back in the day, but they stopped for about a year. And the effects of the testosterone still impacted them. Like they had this like bright, bubbly voice and everything, and now they have like this deep, surly voice after taking the testosterone. So it's, even if you stop taking HRT and everything, the effects that it has on your body and everything, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. And for the people who are doing this just for like a temporary like push in their viewership or anything else, I feel really sorry for them, because it could lead to like them in the future regretting like transitioning and everything. That's why people like are really like, a lot of trans people are really against a cracking culture in that sense, because it can lead to like people regretting those decisions that other people are making for them in the future. So that's really why I want to like sit down with someone professional and talk about this kind of stuff, because I don't want to regret in the future. I have very few regrets in my life, but I don't want to have many more, you know? I have very few regrets, very few. My life has been like great so far. Welcome back, Aaron. Hey babe, what's up? Thank you so much. Jay, shut up. That's not your babe. This is my babe. Henry Benjamin Standards of Care, or WPATH. I don't know what that is. Jen, you must be like a very much like an intellect of some sort. Cause every time you like show up in my streams, you like reference something new that I've never heard about before. I'm like surprised every time. I'm like, what is that? I want to know more about that, you know? Bonnie has said before he was spoiled with the last editor he had, so his judgment can be biased, but he always praises your work. Yeah. I thought the last editor that Blondie had was a really good editor. There were some things that I didn't like about his editing that was a little different from my style, and I feel like I brought a little bit to the table that Blondie's previous editor didn't include, which is the main thing. I feel like this is why Blondie hired me in the first place, is the rhythm of a particular video when you're editing. The best editors I heard from one of my professors in college, the best editors are drummers. Drummers make the best editors because they have exceptional rhythm. You have to have really good rhythm in order to like edit, because sometimes when you make a cut, it can feel off. It's very important for like a cut to like matter, to have importance. And for me, doing the 3 random games, I experimented with this a little bit. On my channel, on my YouTube channel, doing the 3 random game series is when I experimented with rapid cutting. It was a new technique that I wasn't really I was a little apprehensive at first, but like with that new series that I started when it was new, obviously, I experimented with it because like I felt like, well, if it doesn't work, well, it's okay. I could just like hop back to like how I used to edit and everything. But when I did that, I thought it made the videos way more funnier, way more entertaining. And I bring that same kind of editing, that quick, snappy kind of editing into the Blondie videos. There's a lot of changes that we made since I started and how the videos are now. And I feel like the videos are just snappier. It just feels better to watch them, you know? I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but that's kind of what I was going for. You know, the intros, you know, taking out the Streamlights intro, the dun 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 dun, and just having like a quick quip at the beginning. And even like taking out the name Streamlights. That was Blondie's decision, but I felt like it really helped the videos because like now every video isn't just like Streamlights. Every video can be their own unique thing. It's not just some series, you know? Depression is a weird thing to describe because it's different for everyone. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. You're not ashamed or embarrassed to be depressed. I know what you mean, but yeah, how you worded it was like a little funny. Depression can come from our modern lives as we stray further from nature and our diets get worse. There is some validity to that scientifically. I'm not sure we have enough evidence to exactly prove, because for me, to me rather, it's less about like our diets and straying from nature. It's about the rise of social media, because like recently, like our generation, Gen Z, right? Depression keeps going up and up and up. And this could be because of social media. I'm of the mindset that like social media has a play in it rather than like outside forces like that, like nature and nutrition. Because like even with lately Gen Z has been doing better at like avoiding like processed things and stuff. But even like my fiance's daughter, she's a vegetarian, and I feel like she eats like exceptionally healthy, where like things aren't so processed and everything. Even she deals with depression. Like everyone in this house actually deals with depression. I told that to our roommate, because like she was dealing with depression recently, and I was like, yeah, all 4 of the people who live here deal with depression, huh? This is the depression house. But I feel like social media influence and everything has had a much greater impact on how depression is progressing in like our main populace, you know? A lot more people, like, depression is on the rise lately, and I am of the mindset that a lot of what do you call them, people who study people. I can't remember the field off the top of my head right now. How a lot of people are saying that that's a possible reason, and it's very plausible. I feel like it's very plausible. So yeah, I'm of that mindset. Oh, no worries with the drinking. Water's important, Jay. Don't ever apologize for telling me to drink water. Telling everyone to drink water. Guys, remember, it's important. For me personally, I gotta remember, because I'm always drinking water. Always drinking water. I love water so much. But I gotta remember to, like, always stand up occasionally. Because, like, I sit down, like, you know, editing and everything. I sit down while watching TV. I gotta, like, remember to, like, stand up every now and then, like, stretch or whatever. Because, like, sitting in this position for, like, hours on end is not healthy either. Especially on my back, because I got back problems. I feel like such an old lady. And I'm not even 30. It does generally make you think, what's the point? I've been there. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, Trey Racing, hi! Thank you, Trey Racing. I'm very flattered. Thank you. I'm commenting on, like, you tell me I'm very talented. Thank you so much. Can you focus more on funny short videos? See, here's the thing. I have a TikTok and everything. I started and everything. I posted, like, my old shorts that I had on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. So I made a TikTok. It's there. You guys can, like, watch it. Like, the shorts that are on there are on my other socials as well. I don't like the formatting. I don't really like it. I don't know. I mean, the How to Be Fanboy Famous video, which got a lot of views and everything, and a lot of people liked it. That was up there with something that I really liked. I thought it was a really funny video myself as well. But for the most part, like, I just don't like it. I like the formatting. And even then, like, if I started trying to, like, chase that TikTok trends and everything, it's just more time spent on that. And I really don't want to do that. My partner said, because recently, Blondie, actually thought about, going on TikTok, making original videos for TikTok as well, to, like, increase viewership and everything, and try to get more people into watching streams. They asked, my fiance, because my fiance is an avid TikTok watcher. Blondie and I are not. And they said the people that they watch, that actually have, like, a decent amount of followings on there, post at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week. And I'm like, I do not want to do that. If I find like, usually when I see people, like, doing TikTok and everything, they find one thing, one formula, one video format, and they stick to it. They stick to one thing, and that's their entire TikTok channel. I don't really like sticking to one thing. You guys notice, like, any of my content, I do not like sticking to one thing. And maybe that's why I'm not actually fanboy famous or anything. Because I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. It just feels so repetitive. I want to, like, do something. Alright, I did it. Move on to the next thing, you know? Like, on my YouTube channel, even my streams that I've been doing, I'm not doing, like, I'm not just playing video games. Sometimes I'm doing just chatting, but I'm not doing just chatting either. Oh my god, thank you so much, Trey Racing. Thank you for all the hard work you do. Thank you so much. You paid me what Blondie couldn't this week. Thank you so, oh my god, you guys, see, like, that's another thing that, because why I'm on the fence to begin with is, like, the support that I do have, although it's, like, small and everything, it's, like, a fantastic support. Like, I could have never imagined, like, anyone giving me, like, $50 just right off the back for nothing. I'm like, do I deserve that? Thank you so much. Like, got me distracted, Trailers, and thank you. Alright, I guess that's a good telling of me. I should continue reading what you guys are saying in chat. We worked hard to make the Discord thing too. Who's we? I did that. It was me. No, I appreciate it because, like, I remember the incentive to, like, actually for me to make the Discord was to reach 100 followers. And thank you guys so much for, like, making me reach 100 followers, but it kind of sucks that it's kind of stagnated now, huh? And no one really followed the Discord, so I don't even know if like the people who did follow weren't even concerned about like, oh man, I'm gonna join their Discord right away. They're just like following because I don't know why you're following me. It's definitely not to watch my streams because no one really did that. Speaking of viewers, I thought considering you're Blondie's editor, people would join in here too. I'm not trying to write off the popularity of Blondie. I never want that to like be the case of anyone thinking that. Blondie has their audience, and sure, I share a lot of my audience with Blondie because of it, but I'm not trying to like chase clout by like collabing with a popular streamer or anything, you know? Oh, Jay-Z 2 Cents, that's their name, right? Jay-Z 2 Cents is one of the tech tubers that talks about PC hardware. Oh, okay. Hey Buckeye Deku, sorry I'm just getting to your chat now. J2 Cents has 4 million followers, dang. Yeah, there's so many people who I don't like know about. Like, I don't know if they're a streamer, right? They're a Twitch streamer. You talk about PC hardware. I don't follow Twitch a lot, and maybe that's another reason why like I haven't been really successful on Twitch, and as opposed to like my YouTube channel. Because I found like moderate success on my YouTube channel, but that's because like I've been on YouTube for a while, and like it's not even my first channel on YouTube. And I've been watching people on YouTube for years. Many years. So I kind of know the platform. I don't really know much about Twitch because I don't really follow a lot of people on Twitch. I don't really watch a lot of Twitch. The most people that I watch on Twitch is Blondie because I'm their editor, you know? So maybe I'm just like not chasing the right metas or something, but I don't know. It's all like, it's all Rome to me, I guess. Is that the expression? It's all Rome to me. I'm mixing two different expressions. It's all Greek to me. That's it. When in Rome, it's all Greek to me. That's it. Holy crap. That sounds wise. I wish I remember what you were talking about. Sleep path and Henry Benjamin standards of care goes back to the 1970s of transgender care. Oh. I hope there's a documentary about that, because I've been like interested in like watching transcentric documentaries recently. Social media can definitely increase depression and anxiety. True. Several studies have confirmed this. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm of the mindset of that as well. Psychologists? No, not psychologists. People who like look at society. Sociologists. Yeah, your next comment. Sociologists. That was the word I was trying to think of earlier. Thank you. Animal products help deter depression. Is that true? I don't know anything about that. I'm glad I'm not a veg. I was thinking about becoming a vegetarian recently because you guys remember that I got sick recently, right? Usually what happens to me, for some reason, biologically, I don't know what is wrong with my body or anything, but usually when I get sick, like really sick like I was then, I lose my appetite completely. I just don't get hungry and I stop eating pretty much. I've been trying to eat little bits here and there. But I mostly lost my appetite. It's kind of coming back. I kind of blame McDonald's for that. Because if you guys didn't know, McDonald's, their current Happy Meal toy in the US is a collaboration with Sanrio and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just had to get a Happy Meal. And those chicken nuggets were really good, dude. But I was thinking, like, maybe because I'm not really eating a lot, it would probably be good for me to become a vegetarian. I don't know, maybe try it out for a month, see how I like it. If not, I have no problem going back to meat. Like lately, the only thing that's really satiated me has been salads. And I love a good salad. Like, we went to Chili's, right before we went to a movie. What movie did we see? We saw Alien Romulus in theaters. And right before that, we went to Chili's. And, I got a salad, and it was a good salad. I got the house salad, and I'm like, oh man, this is so good. Man, I want salads. I just want to eat salads forever. It's the only thing that's really satisfying me. Well, except for those chicken nuggies. Those chicken nuggies were bomb. But, yeah, guys. I got me Hello Kitty dressed as Dark Magician. That's all I wanted. I wanted just one of these. I don't care about collecting all the plushies, but I'm like, man, I just wanted one of them. So now that I got them, I'm happy. 10 times what? 10 times? 100 times? I don't know. You guys were talking about something earlier that I was not reading about. It's all rum. Shut up, Jay. Yeah, no, nuggies. Those nuggies were good. I think I'm finally catching up with chat. Just avoid processed food. There's no reason to avoid quality meat. I'll give you that one, Aaron. That sounds very sound. That sounds very sound. Because I know a lot of processed things add in like chemical-based things, and it's not always the healthiest for people. And sure, a lot of vegan and vegetarian like substitutes are very processed as well. Sometimes I have a sulfur allergy, so when I eat eggs, it produces very bad things out of my body. So I used to eat this it's called Just Egg. It was an egg substitute. It kind of tasted like egg. The texture was all wrong though. So if you guys are interested in it, the texture is all wrong, but the flavor is like the same as eggs, but it's like mostly processed still. I'm not sure if it was like the most healthy substitute for me, but it didn't give me bad gas, you know? But I know what you're saying, Aaron, and that does make a lot of sense. To avoid things like processed food. And but quality meat, cause like I've had like Wagyu steak and everything. And I've had good steaks. You know, I've been to good restaurants where they serve you up a good medium rare or medium well, cause I like a little more done. Medium to medium well is like my territory. I know a lot of people like choose medium rare, and I could eat medium rare, but I prefer like medium to medium well. When they give you like a good steak at a restaurant like that, and like, oh my god, it's like just bomb, it just melts in your mouth pretty much. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm not even hungry now. I'm talking about food like this. What is up with me? Anyways, let's get off the food topic for now. Oh, I'm literally, Jay, when you said hi, welcome to Chili's earlier, I'm just reading that now. I thought someone in the chat like entered and their name was Chili's. I'm like, who's Chili's? Who's Chili's? I'm like looking for someone named Chili's. All right, I'm caught up with chat. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I caught up with chat, and I'll try my best to like read you guys as like you're actually talking. But going back, like, yeah, I really feel like my time is spent probably better spent elsewhere. Yeah, Hello Kitty is the Dark Magician. You would think she'd be Dark Magician Girl, but they say that for my melody. So my melody is a Dark Magician Girl. And they got Kuromi as Cypher the Sky Dragon. They got one of the characters as Time Wizard. It's all like the classic Yu-Gi-Oh characters too. Like they got Exodia and the 3 Egyptian gods. Man, it's been forever since I like watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And I still remember this crap. I watched that when I was like a really little kid when that stuff was coming out. It was fun back in the day. It was. I don't know why I fell out of it. I don't know. But anyways, I really wanted that collab because I thought everything was cute. Oh, Cinnamon Roll was Blue Eyes White Dragon. That probably would have been my favorite. Like Cinnamon Roll dressed as Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh my god, that's so cute. Like if you guys see like the other plushies. Hey, Nunword, just came in. I'm thinking about quitting streaming. Yeah, that's what the main topic of this stream is. And I've already expelled like a lot of the reasons. Another huge reason like that I kind of talked about on Instagram is I don't have the same support system in my like IRL that I used to when I started making content. I never really talked about this in almost everything. I mentioned it once when I was in YouTube. I mentioned it once. It's a video called Everything and Myself. I think it was Everything and Myself, a soliloquy. I think that's the title of the video. But I was playing the game Everything and I was talking about like what was going on in my situation and how bad it was affecting my thoughts on my content creation and everything. So if you guys want, I haven't seen that video in years. I'm not sure if like, I don't know how into detail, but I know I was trying not to be too into detail about it because it's very personal stuff that happened to me like about like a year and a half ago. But you guys remember my ex. If you guys watched my old videos, you probably remember my ex showing up and appearing in some of my videos. After I broke up with her, well, even before stepping back a little bit, before I broke up with her, she would impose herself into my friend groups and everything. She made it a very clear effort into trying to get to know all my friends and try to be friends with them as well. You know, they're my friends first. I had this friend group, this friend circle, and they were my best friends. They were people who I would always lean back on, and they were like my support group, you know? I loved hanging out with them, and we'd go on Discord, and we'd have like video chats all the time. And every now and then, like, we'd plan something like a big meetup for all of us to hang out together. Oh yeah, Jay, you were there the night I got drunk for the first time, and how she imposed herself into that conversation. Here's a bit of trivia for you, Jay. She wasn't supposed to be there. I told her not to be there, and she showed up anyways. My ex was a very manipulative person. And this is something that I don't want to talk about because I hate. No, Erin, you're thinking of someone else. What am I saying that I hate? Oh, this is what I say. I hate putting other people or throwing other people under the bus. And I really didn't want to talk about this because I felt like if I told my side of things, the things that were going on in the relationship, I would be probably just as bad as her. I mean, she'll always be worse. But I don't even know if anyone would have taken my side after, like, she said the things that she did after I broke up with her. So she was a very manipulative. Oh my, I don't know if I even want to like talk about this stuff like on stream. You know, I hid these things so long. I hid them from everyone. I hid I had these reasonings from my friends, my old friends. There's very few people who know what went on during that time. Very few. Alright, I'm sorry. I can't talk about, like, everything that went on. I just don't want that out there. You know, it's my burden to bear, and I as much as the bad things that my ex did to me in the past, like, I feel really bad about, like, saying negative things about anyone like that. So I'm not gonna say, I'm going to keep it pretty brief. I mean, yeah, babe, I have you. Like, I've always talked to you about, like, everything that went on. Like, you know, like, pretty much, like, almost everything that went on in that relationship. You knew how toxic of a relationship I just got out of. You know, after or before we got together. Anyways, shit, I'm gonna read what you said real quick. Should also come into voice chats when you weren't there and make the conversation about them. Yeah. They were kind of a narcissist in that way. I wouldn't say like they were extremely narcissistic, but they had very narcissistic tendencies. Like extremely narcissistic tendencies. You know, this isn't the place to say it, and I apologize. Yeah. Stop calling her babe. Only I can call them babe, alright? Anyways. So I'll keep it brief. I'm not going to, like, expel, like... I'm not going to, like, air out my dirty laundry on stream or anything. You know, she can go out and be, like, the worst possible her that she can be. But I'm not going to, I'm not gonna validate her actions in my content. But I will say, at least this much, after I broke up with her because of how she was. Since she already made herself friends of my friends and everything. She went on and, like, spread these terrible rumors about me. About how I treated her in the relationship. She would say things like that because I found out later what the things that she was saying, because, like, I'll go one step at a time, but I later figure out what she was saying. She was telling people that I was abusive, that I would yell at her all the time, and that I even was physically abusive. I'm not that kind of person. Like, IRL. I mean, you guys can ask Kai. Like, they're right there in chat. That's the kind of things that they would say about me. And not even that much. They would say a lot of other things. That I would gaslight and manipulate her and everything. And I'm just not that kind of person who would do things like that. And the craziest thing is, my old friends, my circle, my support that I had, they believed everything she said before ever reaching out to me. And when they believed what she said, they would say a bunch of negative things about me too. I found out later that they were just talking shit about me. And after hearing about that, after finding out about that, like, I just couldn't talk. I could never talk to my friends again. I could never talk to them again. A couple of people reached out. A couple of them. But that was after the fact that I already heard that they were talking shit about me. So I never replied. That's what I thought. And that's what people say. Like, when I tell them this, like, that everyone tells me like they weren't really my friends, but that doesn't change how I felt about them, because they were my best friends. For a while, they were my only friends. I mentioned this on the Instagram story thing that I was making. That was the secret reason as to why I stopped making YouTube videos. Because after that happened, like, I had my best friends, and they were the people who I thought would always support me in everything that I do. I lost that support, and it made me think that I don't even want to do, like, content anymore. I don't even want to, like, keep doing these things, because, like, if I don't have that support, like, if I don't have that IRL support, how am I supposed to keep making content like this? I have the support of, like, fans and viewers now. True. But, like, I can't ever talk about it with anyone else. And now I have a different support system with my fiance and everything. I have other friends in my life now, but I don't think I'll ever have the same drive that I did back then when I was making 2 videos a week on YouTube. I don't think I'll ever have that drive again because of this instance. And as I'm streaming, I still feel like I probably would have more support, more viewers if that didn't happen. And maybe that's a wrong mindset, but I feel like if that didn't happen, maybe those friends would still, like, be with me, would still follow my content, would still chat. You know, maybe my chat will be filled with my friends. If anything, you know? But those people are lost to me now. They abandoned me. They abandoned me on a really bad time in my life. You know, I lost a 1.5 years of relationship. And I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. As long as you've known me, you wouldn't do anything like that. Yeah. I mean, Jay, we've never met in real life, but, you know, I mean, look at me! Do I look like a violent person? Do I look like an aggressive person, like how she's been saying to me? Or about me, rather? For me, I would have come to you and said what was going on. Yeah, thank you. Eventually, like, I had people, like, tell me what was going on. Like, they were saying such bad things about me that I was even getting death threats from their friend. Their friend group, I had one of their friends reach out to me, like, via Instagram and threaten my life. Like, literally. And I didn't do any of it. Yeah, I couldn't believe what you were reading. Yeah, I mean, it was all true what I was putting on there. I do need that support IRL, and I do have IRL support and everything, but I don't know. When you have a friend group like that, like, this is something that I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, right? I still don't have a lot of friends, and I have even less friends now, but I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I always would see, you'd always watch, like, these cartoons or TV shows that had, like, the friend group, you know? They were all buddies. There was, like, a circle of friends, 3 or more. They go to the bar together, they go on adventures together, they do everything together. And those are friends that I saw from those shows and everything. Those are friendships that last a lifetime. Golden Girls. Friends that would last a lifetime. I never had anything like that. And when I had that friend group, I literally thought I had that. And those friends would be with me forever. I don't have that anymore. I don't know if I'll ever have that again. I started drinking when I was in the relationship with my ex. And actually, I started drinking because I wanted to break up with her. When I told her that I wanted to break up with her, she cried and pleaded and begged me to give her another chance, so I did. I gave her another chance. And I picked up a bottle of champagne at the same time. We were actually on a month-long break. This is why she wasn't supposed to be there, Jay. We were on a month-long break. We just started our month-long break where we weren't supposed to see or talk to each other. Because I needed her to get better. I needed her to get better in order for our relationship to thrive. And she showed up that night that she wasn't supposed to show up. And it didn't even last a month, the break, because she came into my life 2 weeks later. And she would text me every single day and phone call me every single day still. And when she came back, she was no different. She was no different than she always was. So I made it an official break. And here's the thing. When she came back into my life after those 2 weeks, that was when I met Nano, IRL. The day she came back, when we were supposed to be not see each other for a whole month, she came back after 2 weeks because I was going to see Nano. And she wanted to meet Nano. It was only supposed to be me and Nano at the barcade. For that video, if you guys remember that. So she forced herself into that friendship too. And Nano, when we were talking, I've never mentioned this. I don't think I ever mentioned this. I might have mentioned it before. But when me and Nano were talking, we were talking because we were thinking about making content together. We were thinking about making content together. They were going to be a collaborative partner. Or I was going to be a collaborative partner of her. Maybe making content for her, maybe being behind the camera, maybe editing for her. We didn't really figure it out because not too long after that, I broke up with my ex. And after I broke up with my ex, because she forced herself as a friend to Nano, she came out and told Nano as well. And Nano believed her and didn't believe anything that I had to say. Because Nano was the only person that I tried out of all my friends to hear my side of the story. And I told her everything that happened in the relationship. I told her everything. She didn't believe me. She believed her. I had evidence of my ex's behavior. I had screenshots of the text messages when she would berate me every time she would go off and like be angry at me for no reason. I sent those to her. My ex owes my step-grandma $4,000. $4,000 she owes my step-grandma. I keep telling my step-grandma to pursue legal action because they have evidence of the communication. Because what happened was, my ex lived with me in that little room that I had. I might be talking about this too much, but I'll make this very brief so I'm not talking too much about it. But my ex said that she was on the verge of being homeless because she was never home, and that her aunt kept moving her stuff around so she didn't have a place to sleep. So she was on the verge of being homeless, right? It was just another controlling aspect of her I've come to realize, you know, out of hindsight and everything. She was a very controlling person, and she wanted to control every aspect of my life in the relationship. So she ended up moving in with me because I felt sorry for her. My step-grandma and her worked out a deal where she would pay about, I think it was $400 a month to live there, which is great because here in California, like, you would be lucky to, like, get a room for half that price, you know? Or like twice that, rather. Like, usually if you rent out a room in California, it's probably around like upwards of $800 to $1,500, right? Depending on what kind of room and everything. So, like, she was only supposed to pay my step-grandma $400. She didn't pay her a single penny that entire time she lived with me. I brought this up to Nano. She didn't believe me. I think she was talking to my ex at the same time as me when I was trying to, like, convey what really happened and how I really handled the relationship and how she really was in a relationship and all the things that she had. And Nano didn't believe me. Didn't believe anything that I said. I don't know why. And, like, I was pouring my heart into it. And at the end, Nano felt like Nano was playing judge, jury, and executioner. And that this whole thing was like a game to her. Cause she's like, she wrote out this thing that was like a verdict. You know? She wrote out this thing like a verdict. Oh, I do decree that you two are never allowed to communicate to each other again. For I have spoken, for I am Nano, and I am the judge, jury, and executioner of this whole conversation. I just poured out my heart and soul and feelings into this, and you're turning it into a game. So that's why I haven't talked to Nano at all. After that happened, I haven't talked to her at all. I haven't spoken to her once since then. We were supposed to create content together, you know? So after that, I don't like blocking people, but after that happened with Nano, I blocked my ex on everything. Because what happened was, after I broke up with her, she was telling everyone this kind of stuff behind my back, while at the same time in the forefront, in front of me, commenting, liking all my posts, texting me, oh, I miss you, I love you so much, while at the same time, like, talking behind my back and telling everyone just telling everyone that I was a monster in the relationship. It was completely two-faced. So I blocked her after that. After I blocked her, and after Nano told us both that we weren't supposed to, like, try to reach out to each other through any means, my ex goes on my Facebook, not my Facebook, but my ex before her. So I had another ex-girlfriend who I was still friends with because she's chill. I'm still friends with her because she's a chill person. So my ex went to that ex, who the entire time, because, like, with that ex, I was in a 5-year relationship with her before we broke up. So my ex was jealous of her all the time and would always say bad things about her. And would always say, like, oh, I'm the best girlfriend you ever had, right? She was the worst girlfriend I ever had. She's the worst relationship I've ever been in. So she reaches out to that ex to try to get dirt on me. I have screenshots to prove it too. Let me read some to you. So my ex is cool and everything, right? So, like, she's still a friend of mine. She was kind enough to tell me, like, hey, your ex friended me on Facebook and started messaging me. This is the stuff that she's been saying about you, by the way. And this is how I found out that everything that my ex has been talking about me. So my ex goes, hi. Well, they're both my ex, but she goes, hi. Replies, hi, who are you? Please keep this secret, but I am, my name, ex-girlfriend recently. I am sorry to reach out, but I wanted to know if some things were told to me were true or false. I had a very bad experience with them. Okay, keep going. I won't tell them. Wink, wink. She told me eventually. Were they very angry a lot? And did they cheat on you? I never talked to them. And they wasn't angry a lot. Well, okay, that my previous ex is English was her second language, so Taylor said they wasn't angry a lot, meaning that no, I'm not an angry person. They blamed the other girl tricked them to do it. They got all angry with me sometimes and would scream and yell at me. I didn't like it. Did they lie a lot? I was sad how much I was lied to. I never lied. Okay, I lied to my ex once. I lied to my ex one time. And it was after I broke up with her. After I broke up with her, I told her I wanted to stay friends. I didn't want to stay friends with her. That's the only lie I ever told her. Everything else was the truth. I always told the truth. I'm not a liar. It felt really bad telling her that I wanted to stay friends because that was an unequivocal lie. But honestly, I just wanted my stuff back. I wanted to, one, let her down as gently as possible, which I did. I let her down as gently as possible. And two, I wanted my stuff back because she had some of my stuff. So as soon as I got my stuff back, I sent her a text that like, hey, I'm sorry that I lied to you about wanting to stay friends with you and everything. But I can't forgive you for the things that you did in and out of our relationship. And she just straight up told me to go fuck myself after I told her that. So that's the only time I ever lied to her. So my ex before that, so like they said that they didn't lie, that I didn't lie, you know? And my ex goes, we broke up because, oh that, yeah, okay. Alright, a lot of those are, the rest of it's not as, like, important, but she straight up was going behind my back even after I blocked her everywhere. Still trying to, she's reaching out to, like, my Facebook friends. I didn't even say this part, but she tried to get me fired from Blondie. She literally tried to reach out to Blondie after I broke up with her. Yeah, she shows up in chat and everything. Can't change someone who doesn't want to be changed. Exactly. I really wanted her to be the best self that she could possibly be. And she would say that she wanted to like get better and everything. The reason that I dated her in the first place was because like her profile said I'm on a weight loss journey and I'm working on myself. And that really attracted me because I'm attracted to people who like want to be better. She never lost any of that weight. She actually gained weight while we were in the relationship. She never worked on herself. She never changed. She just kept getting worse. And like my patience was like really tested in the relationship. I was extremely stressed out all the time. That was a very dark part of my life. But now it's over. She's gone and out of my life. Hopefully stays gone. And yeah, that's basically like the whole, or not the whole story, but you know, the things that I'm okay about saying, you know. I might have even said too much. I don't know. But hey Tropical04, thank you for following. It's probably gonna be the only time you ever see me live. Yeah, that was the whole situation with my ex. And, you know, because of that whole situation with my friends and everything, losing them and everything, that was like a big factor into like me not really wanting to like make YouTube videos anymore. So I kind of just stopped doing it eventually. I went all the way to Weentober and just quit, you know? She got jealous and yeah, she basically invited herself to that. Yeah, I'm sorry for spilling any kind of tea. A lot of tea got spilled in this stream, and I apologize. I don't mean anything like negative towards Nano. I'm pretty sure that they're like a nice person, and when I talk to them and everything, they are like a very sweet, nice person, but I feel like they're not the most interpersonal kind of individual. I don't think they handle social situations like that incredibly good. So I don't mean to like put anyone else down, except for maybe a little bit my ex, because like she kind of needs it, but I'm not a revengeful person. I'm not a spiteful person. Aside from like what she does, like she was very spiteful and everything, and it was very bad. And I'm glad I'm out of that relationship and everything, but I'm like the opposite of that. This is like a big reason why I kept this to myself like the whole time, is because like I don't like throwing anyone else under the bus, no matter how much they might deserve it. Yeah, she tried getting pregnant with Blondie and everything. And what happened was, during our 1-year anniversary, you guys probably haven't heard this either, but here's another instance that happened. So during our 1-year anniversary, Blondie was kind enough to show some appreciation, right? And because my ex wanted to get into digital art, they never got into digital art. They would only hand draw and everything, but they wanted to get into digital art. So Blondie, out of the kindness of their heart, for our 1-year anniversary, bought my ex a $200 drawing tablet so she could get into drawing. And my ex was very thankful on the surface, right? And told her that, like, oh my god, thank you so much. You know, I'll draw you, once I get good at doing digital art, I'll draw you 100 pictures. And Bonnie's like, all right, thank you so much. You know, that's good. I love getting fan art and everything. I don't think my ex ever drew Blondie a single picture. I think maybe once. And I don't even know if she sent it to Blondie. But she couldn't even figure out how to get into digital art. She couldn't figure out layers and stuff. So like she kind of just didn't use the $200 drawing tablet that Blondie bought her. And she just took the drawing tablet with her when we broke up. So I don't even know, she probably doesn't use it. She probably sold it. Who knows? But yeah, my boss buying her a $200 drawing tablet. She takes it for herself. Anyways, that was a little more tea for you guys, I guess. If you didn't have a kid and pets, we could have just did that and had so much extra cash. Did what? Did what? OnlyFans? Or what? Yeah, she's definitely out of my life and everything. Thankfully. Hopefully, stays out. I don't ever want to see her again. I don't ever want to hear from her again. That's kind of another reason why I didn't really ever want to talk about this. And this happened like a year and a half ago. Like, almost 2 years ago. No, about a year and a half ago, I believe. And, I just didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to, like, give it any light. I don't want her to, like, try to show up and try to defend herself or anything. Because I don't know if she still stalks me to this day. Even though I, like, blocked her everywhere, she could easily, like, make an alternate account and follow me with that. But I don't know. Maybe out of sight, out of mind. I am humbly thankful that I am unaware if she is. Because that would, like... that would give me goosebumps, you know? I wouldn't like that at all. I don't want her to keep following me. I don't want her to keep stalking me. That's weird. Like, I was so careful when we, like, threw the party. A couple weeks ago, our housewarming party. Who I sent the invitation to, because I do not want her to know my current address. Because she knew where I lived at the other place. I don't want her to know where I live here, you know? I don't want her to show up on my doorstep one day and try to, like, freaking beg for me back or something. Or, like, have a knife. I don't know what she's capable of. Yeah, some people do like the drama. She was definitely, like... she made drama. They talk shit about Blondie getting you the PC too? No way! Oh, Nano? What? Why would she say that? The Blondie getting me the PC was like the best thing that ever, like, happened to me. That was like one of the coolest moments. That's why I love Blondie. Like, that was one of the coolest freaking things. Like, Nana really started, like, talking shit about Blondie giving me a new PC. It's not cool. Thank you, bye. Yeah, they were, she was definitely a dangerous person. Yeah, so, sorry, Tropical, you're kind of in the middle of, this kind of, like, exposition dump, if I would say. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's good to get it off my chest, but, again, I don't want to, like, go into, like, everything that happened, because a lot of it was bad, and I don't want to, like, put any negative impressions on anyone else, but I guess I kind of have already. And I apologize, I really apologize, because I'm a positive person. I try to see the best in everyone, but this whole situation, like, really made me put up barriers around my heart. They could be really charming at first, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier, and, like, maybe you can watch the VOD, but, like, I might be quitting streaming because of a lot of different reasons. I mean, this is partially because... part of this that I'm, like, expelling is part of, like, what inspired me to, like, maybe take a step back from, like, content creation in general. Might be neurodivergent. Nano is. I mean, yeah. I can kind of see Nano's neurodivergent. Yeah, okay, she drew one picture of Blondie. Wow. Alright. Will I quit all content? Just Twitch, yeah. I'm just thinking about Twitch, because, like, with the YouTube channel, like I said, I'm not going back to, like, my regular schedule for, like, creating videos for YouTube, but quitting streaming might give me more time to work on like bigger videos and projects like that. So it's not like a dead channel or anything, you know?
Hey.
Thank you, Fesachet for following. But I might just be quitting streaming because I don't know if it's really right for me, you know? Because of all the things that I said earlier, I don't want to repeat myself really. I think she posted it on the server. I don't remember. Yeah, Blondie was really upset about it too. That's why Blondie didn't really listen to her when she tried to like talk to Blondie after I broke up with her. Cause like she was literally trying to get my ass fired from working for Blondie. But Blondie's one of the real ones. I trust Blondie with a lot of things. They were one of the first persons that I reached out to that I broke up with my ex. And like all the things that happened in our relationship. You know, it was her, my therapist, and my grandma. Those were like the only 3 people that knew at the beginning. And then I told like a few of my friends, I told my fiance later on, and now I'm telling all you guys, so. I mean, I don't necessarily blame Nano. I'll do a fit check in a minute. I don't necessarily blame Nano for handling the situation the way she did. I just really don't think like she is a very like personable person, you know, to put it lightly. I don't think she really like handles those kind of situations good, and she tried to do it, but at the same time no one really asked for her input. And that kind of like turned me off about it. And yeah, I've just never talked to her since. And it's a shame because I really was looking forward to like making content with her because she was another person who was passionate and driven about making like the kind of content that I was making as well. Like that's how like we got introduced to one another, is because she discovered my YouTube channel. But yeah, I don't know if any of these relationships that have spoiled because of my ex will ever be rekindled. Maybe I can forgive Nano if she can reach out to me and like apologize for it, but other than that, I don't think any of the of my previous friends, I don't think I can ever forgive any of them because I heard some of the negative things that they said about me, some like the shit talking that I heard behind the scenes, and it's kind of unforgivable, really. Alright, I'll check out the VOD. Nice. Not just Blondie, but the people who donated for the PC too. What? Oh yeah, I'm so yeah. That's how Blondie like even like donated the PC to begin with, is because people, you guys like reached out and like supported that like effort. So thank you guys so much. I still use this PC to this day. That's what I'm using right now. So thank you everyone so much. Like I was so happy about that. Like that was like, that was during that time when like I was losing all my friends and everything. And I even like went on Blondie's stream and like I was talking about like how shitty my life was at that point. I don't know if you guys remember that, but yeah, I mean, you guys can like even go to like the video that I made about it. Like what I'm saying in that video is what was happening. What I'm saying right now. That's what was happening. All that stuff was going on. Hello, Princess. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll do a fit check in a second. I'm just trying to catch up with chat real quick. Well, here's the thing, Jay. Sometimes when like a friend makes fun of another friend, they do it because like they're a real one, and like you know how to take it on your shoulder. And like it's really cool about you. If you didn't like it and if you expressed that, they would take a step back and like let it down. But like, you know how to take it on your shoulder, and I think that's why a lot of people vibe with you, Jay. Banter or not, being hurtful to try to be funny is not cool. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes like people in chat like push you a little too hard, I feel like, and I feel like really bad about that. But at the same time, like you're like super cool for like, you know, like taking it on your shoulder and everything. I feel like that's why a lot of people like have respect for you and everything. You don't get their humors. Yeah, that's what I try to tell everyone, like, as well, because I've had like people who thought I was like potentially picking on them or something, because back in the day before I was editing and everything, I was like just experimenting with Photoshop and everything, and I would make memes of my friends, but I would tell everyone because I had one of my friends take very much offense to it, to one of the memes that I made of them. And I don't know, they're doing their own thing now, I guess. But I try to tell everyone, like, hey, if I make a meme of you, it means I really like you and I love being a friend with you. Like, I make fun of myself all the time. The images that I create of myself, like with my face all bloated and everything, it's way worse than any memes that I create for other people. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, Jay is awesome. Barney streams wouldn't be the same without him. That's true. That's true. Especially when you make your cameos. Like that freaking, when you were singing the Cyberpunk theme, like that was a fun video. That's still one of my favorite videos that I made. That was so much fun. Send pics you send. Oh yeah. I do still make memes, huh? I do still do that. I just send them to my partner now instead of posting them on Discord. I think Kai, like, the other night when we were watching Bob Marley One Love on TV, because we've never seen it, and April and Kai got high on the couch next to me, and I was completely sober. So I got my phone out and I was like, hey babe, and she turns over, she's looking at me like this. And I take a quick picture of her. And I Photoshop like a little, like a Devo hat. You know the band Devo? I Photoshopped their hat on their head. It's just stupid and random, but like that's what I did recently. So I'm still doing that, but it's now only with my fiance, because like they're the only person I can trust to like do that and not take offense to that stuff. Yeah, I turned them into Devo. I'm glad you caught the reference, babe. The Shania Twain diet with Blondie was classic? Oh, duet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and if you guys don't remember this, like, speaking of like my early Photoshop years, you guys might know this. I honestly don't know if you guys know this, but hang on, I'm trying to bring up Blondie. So I know they have it on their Instagram. But I did do a Photoshop meme back in the day. With Blondie and Volley. You guys might know this one. Cause it was weird. I just did it as like a one-off joke, cause that's what I was doing. I was just doing a bunch of random Photoshop memes with my friends and everything. I made this one with Blondie and Volley in it. And I don't see it on Blondie's Instagram. It might be on here, but I might have passed it. Hang on, let me go slower. know it's on Bolly's. I know for a fact it's on Bolly's. Actually, it might not be a fact, but I'm pretty sure it's on Bolly's. Yeah, I can't find it on Blondie's. It's on Bolly's Instagram. Oh, you know what? I think Blondie was tagged in it. Oh, whatever. I'm on Bolly's Instagram now. Guys, check out Bolly on Instagram. They make some great stuff. But this kind of made the rounds on the internet after I made it. And again, it was like a quick, like, stupid, like, meme that I, like, cooked up in Photoshop. Like, it probably took me about maybe 10 minutes to, like, get, like, the hair and everything right. But, I made this image. And it kind of made the rounds on the internet. I saw it everywhere, pretty much. Volley posted it, Blondie posted it, other people who are in the same Discord posted it. I made this. I made this Photoshop. I made this, yeah. Yeah, because it was a thing back in the day. Like, look, yeah, Photoshop by Neka-chan archive. That was my original Instagram. But that's what I was doing. I was making like Photoshop memes like this with all my friends, you know? But yeah, I did that back in the day. And not a lot of people know that. Yeah, it's funny, it's funny. I know. I always bring that up because like I don't know if like a lot of people know it. Our date? What date? Oh yeah. Oh my god, that date you had with Blondie. Yes. I remember that. I can't remember if I put a segment in a video. I thought about making a whole video about it, but I'm not sure if like the VOD even exists anymore on Twitch, so I don't know if I can download it or anything. But I think after I made the Jay really wants to stay at your house video, I was kind of like hesitant to like make another video that like centered around you because I didn't know how exactly you felt about like me using you for content, you know, Jay? So that's probably why I didn't like make like a whole video out of that date thing, but I think I used a segment of it in a video. I can't remember, but anyways, you redeemed a fit check like 11 minutes ago. I'm so sorry. This is my fit. My fit today. I haven't worn this dress in so long. I don't remember the last time I wore this dress. I think I wore this dress for a YouTube video was like the last time I wore it. But I do like this dress. It's like short. Like it's pretty short, right? It's cute, it's pink, it's a milkmaid dress. You know, when I originally got this dress, like I wanted like straight up like a milkmaid dress. And I just found a pink one and I'm like, that's what I want. I want that one. And I got my programmer socks on. Also, speaking of showing off things, like this is a new bracelet. I just got this bracelet. It was like $5 on Amazon. Yeah, that's my fit check. Do you want me to do a spin? I'll do a spin. I'll do a spin. Hopefully I didn't flash anyone. I never know if I'm gonna flash anyone when I do those spins. Da 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 da. What were you guys saying? Oh, you're totally fine with it? Cool. I'll make note of that in the future if you guys like collaborate on something again. Cause you are fun, Jay. You are very fun. You bring more like entertainment that's like sometimes like the streams can be like a little monotonous in my opinion. But like I feel like you bring a new level of fun like whenever you show up. And I try to do something different every like video that I make for Blondie, so I think I'm gonna call it soon because I ran out of water. Just because of that, I might call it soon. But I like to do something different every Blondie video to keep like interest and to like keep the viewers happy and everything. And I feel like when you show up, it's like a breath of fresh air, you know? Or, you know, when Blondie gets a guest in general. Which was like, I really liked doing the NTR and DTF? Yeah, NTR and DTF series on Blondie's channel. I don't think they're doing it this year though, but hey, look out for a new Titania video coming out soon. At least we got that this year. And we're gonna have another Halloween video this coming year, so hope you guys look out forward to that too, because I love editing the Halloween videos for Blondie. They give me complete creative freedom and everything, so I can do whatever I want. And I'm already like tossing around ideas of what I want for the next Halloween video for Blondie, because I love spooky stuff. The customer service stream. Oh yeah, you showed up at the end card, right? Oh no, Cause you called. That's right. I forgot about that video. I totally forgot about that video. Yeah, cause you call up Blondie trying to like get your thing fixed. That's right, you and Jessica. Oh yeah, the bow, like that was like the last thing that like I put together when I was putting together the outfit. I'm like, this bow. Because the bow is actually the same shade of pink as this dress. It's not that short? Really? Oh, you're talking about the Olympic stream fit. Yeah, those were like the shortest shorts that I own. They're bloomers. They were gym shorts. Fun people have fun. Yeah, everyone's having fun, and that's what I want for people too. You know, I just want everyone to have fun. Yeah, both you and Jessica. I'd like Jessica to like collab with Blondie again. That'd be a lot of fun. I already said that I might collab with Blondie in a future stream coming up. We might do another drunk stream. We might still do that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel after this stream, if I want to like continue streaming or not. But you guys like, thank you so much for like stopping by for like, this was supposed to be like a short stream, and it is still short because I'm gonna call it soon. You know, short compared to my previous streams because I usually go on for 4 hours, but I'm only going for about 2 hours. Just saying, thank you guys so much for stopping by, like, and showing your support for me. Like, I'm so thankful for like all the people who do it. I might end up considering, at the very least, finishing off the 2 series, or 3 series. Finishing off the three series that I was in the middle of. Bioshock, Banjo-Kazooie, and what was the last one? Was it Celeste? I still need to get all the Crystal Hearts, or finish up all the B-sides in Celeste. And do one more stream for that. I might finish off those series. And I already ordered a replacement cosplay for the Hidari cosplay. So I might do another Just Chatting stream with that. And then do the October streams, maybe. Maybe. Because honestly, like, looking at like what I need to do for October, it's like, it's already almost September. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get started on it. Oh, it might be good to just like stop streaming altogether so I don't have to do it. I might do Wingtober this year. How I had it set up, because I already have a bunch of assets for it. But anyways, what were you guys saying? Yeah, Blondie always gets great guests. Yeah, and the way out stream was great. I still love that stream. You're a terrific creator and really sweet and wonderful person. Thank you so much. You too, Trey Racing. You're freaking awesome. Thank you so much for like the $50 donation earlier. Like, you never have to do that, and you're like always like there, just like, here it is. I'm like, I'm always blindsided by it. Because I don't make that much money to like begin with. So like any amount of support like that, it just like blows my mind. I'm like, you guys really want to do that for me? Like, it's really cool of you. It's just really cool of you every time. But yeah, that's about 4 streams. And then the Weentober streams, which I'm not gonna really say how many streams that will be if I end up doing it. But yeah, obviously like the Blondie drunk streams. But if I don't continue streaming like that, I'm probably still going to show up on stream every now and then. It's just not gonna be scheduled. So I'm probably gonna be even having less viewers because no one knows when to stop by. But you know, I'll let you guys know everything. Like I'll update on Instagram, so that you make sure you guys are following me on there, because like I do post like important updates on my stories. It's usually the first place where I post things. You gotta dig out my Bonnie costume for October. That'd be awesome. I thought about doing a Bonnie cosplay myself. But I don't know. Maybe for like a future thing. Who knows? But yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. It despite like me like talking about all this negative stuff, when I try to be like a positive person and everything, you know, spilling the tea or whatever, however it's been, I appreciate it. It's been a fun stream. You know, but I gotta call it soon because like this is only supposed to be like a short thing anyways, but I'll let you guys know my decision. Because if I do, here was the idea for this stream. It was to gauge interest, to see if like people actually wanted me to continue streaming or not. And if anyone would even bother stopping by, you know? But I might consider going back to my original schedule. That's 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time instead of 6 p.m. because I don't know, that alternate time just kind of like screwed with me and made me not think positively about the content, because I'm like, I'd rather be doing something else right now because it's so late, and like once I finish the stream it's just straight to bed. I don't want to do that anymore. So if I do continue, you know, I'll let you guys know obviously. It's going back to the original schedule, you know, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, until around this time. So 4 to 5 hour streams. You guys remember how it was in the past. And yeah, I'll be finishing up a lot of things that I started. And you know, making good promise on my Hidari cosplay stream, because that is going to happen. Even if I don't continue streaming, I made a promise. Like, you guys donated $400 to the Trevor Project during Pride Month, so you guys deserve a Hidari stream. That's why I had to buy a cosplay. Thanks guys for choosing the cosplay that I needed to buy a replacement for. Nah, you guys are good. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna call it now before I ramble anymore. Again, stay tuned because I might start streaming again. You guys will find out next week. Until then, take care of yourselves, everyone. Like, please take care of yourselves. Like, that's most important of anything. It's like, that's why I always say it in these streams at the end. Like, make sure to take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys next time. Maybe I might see you guys next time. Oh, hey, Animal. Yeah, thank you so much for wishing me luck as I'm leaving. But anyways, guys, yeah, please take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your days. And later!